moving on, we're talking about the happiness report now. This is an official government service. It happens every single year. They're annual reports that basically rate the government services. And what they look at is they look at who's performing, and the high performing guys, they get high praise, and they look at who's not performing. And usually for the ones that aren't performing, there's a little bit of a reshuffle at the bottom. I remember one year what was happening was the companies at the bottom versus the companies at the top. The managers at the top performing companies were shifted to the bottom performing companies and vice versa. So the ones at the bottom really got like a level up in terms of experience because what's being won really well.
That's interesting.
So really cool. Yesterday it was tweeted by Dubai's Crown Prince. He said, in line with the directives of His Highness Sheikh Mohammed, we place great value in ensuring the happiness of Dubai government's customers and employees. So today we approved the results of the 2021 index for Dubai government service happiness.
Now, he said serving people and ensuring customer happiness are the very basis of government work. We aim to publish those results annually to encourage transparency and raise the quality of our services. Now, the Employee Happiness Index reached 88% and customer happiness reached 86%.
So I think this is super cool. So it's basically which employees are happy and then which customers are happy. So let's look at employees first and then we'll go on to customers because obviously we're customers of all of these services, so we could probably venture a guess. Okay, so the top 3 employee happiness, this is where if you're using a government service, they are at their happiest. Number 3 is the, oh, can't read it, it's too blurry.
Is that the
I think it's the ICA. Yeah. So which is interesting because they're obviously the visa people who've had a very, very busy year. And in second place is the, what is that?
Public, what is that?
I have His Highness's tweet open, but when I'm zooming in, I can't read it.
Is it a public prosecution? Yeah, public prosecution.
Public prosecution.
And Dubai police.
Sorry about that, guys. I'll share the photos, see if you have better luck than I had.
It's quite blurry.
And in first place, employees' happiness. So the happiest employees of government services are Dubai Police with a 96.6% rating.
They have done some amazing stuff for the community as of late. Like just like the smallest things you would not expect them to help out with, like just changing tires and helping those stuck in the middle of the road.
It's so interesting because we share so many positive Dubai Police stories because we get so much shared with us. And there's always such a brilliant response, and you know, we love a happy Instagram feed, we love a happy Facebook feed, we love, like, you know, sharing the good deeds, sharing the good gestures, and getting that positive response. And I never thought about this before, but when Dubai Police see that, it must bring some pride to see, like, you know, if imagine if people shared what we did and were like, that's really nice, or whatever industry you work in. Let's say, for example, you work in a retail store. Imagine if there was some entity constantly sharing all the great stuff that you do. It brings about great morale, and obviously not just Love in Dubai, a lot of people share. So, but that must bring about great morale. So maybe that contributes to their happiness.
So true, so true.
And the cool cars they get to drive.
Of course. I think it's that.
I think it could be that. Okay, so now the customer's happiness. So this is how happy you are based on customer services. So achieving more than 90%, we have the RTA, we have the Land Department, Dubai Municipality, and Dubai Tourism. And then the top 3, customer happiness, you guys are very happy with Dubai Police, 91.3% rating. You are very, very happy with
one of the government
entities.
Yeah, then Dubai Chamber is the top one.
Is the top one with 91.9%. So sorry, I can't read that blur.
What is that? It's a bird.
But you guys love it. You love it. So 91.9% is the top customer happy index. And the great thing about UAE government services, particularly in Dubai, is they are constantly developing, and they are always looking for your feedback. They are attempting to go digital across the board. So I just think it's great when governments actually look at their services and are actually trying to improve. You don't see that in every country.
Point, girl, that's such a point. And then so many of the services that we use and like cannot live without. Like for me, personally, RTA, like I just can't. I call them up every 2 days regarding my public commute timings, and they just help me out. They're like, okay, this
they have apps for that.
Yeah, I know they have apps, but it's just nice to talk to someone.
Must be a change.
Right? What does that mean?
I don't know. And lots of things as well.
But we're quite happy with Emirates as well. And moving on to an Emirates story. So